I'm on. I might go fast and skeleton bone. You know a like me get cold. Icing out everything I own. Came from the bottom, I block my time. You know I stay real. I could feel. I might go yellow or black on Margiela. I cut through the paper, I'm killing the beat.
Being located in the Music City, this building has hosted a lot of great music acts since its inception. But this is what she was made for, NFL football, and that's what we have today in Nashville at Nissan Stadium. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Tennessee Titans. Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. You look at the defense for these Texans. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. That's complete to Michael Wilson. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Throwing now is Stroud. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go, Sai.
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And they string that play out nicely. He stopped before he can turn upfield. No gain, 2nd down. These two teams, they met in Houston earlier in the season with the Texans coming out on top. So a win here in Nashville would give them the season series. The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey, never mind, Monday.
Out of the gun, Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
331.
Fields. He'll try and do this himself. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. Here's Corey Bojorquez to punt this thing away.
3 plays and out. It's 4th down. Keyshawn Nixon on the return. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out of their extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves you out that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On the counter, this is Hubbard. That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Play action. Stroud now. Checks this down to Hubbard. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Texans 34-yard line.
Stroud looking to throw. There's Chris Olave. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone. 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Stroud to throw it. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
17 yards on the pickup. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
3rd down.
They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it with 4th down and 1.
Here we go.
Now Stroud. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on 4th down, but you're in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on 4th down. As you said, in the red zone. Definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
They'll start with a run by Mitchell. They find some open field here. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. A quick 1st down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Here's Fields. That's complete. It's Mitchell Tinsley. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's second down.
Brings up second and 5 at the 27-yard line.
Here we go. 319 gets back.
Now it's Fields. Open man is the tight end, Mason Taylor. And they work this well upfield across the 45. First target, first catch, and a first down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Here we go. 319, that's it. Right.
Here's Fields. They'll run the screen with Mitchell. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Second and 7.
Here we go. Hey, 319, just right.
A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
Third down at 6.
Hey, 10. Here we go, Scott.
To throw is Fields. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. It's not going to end in points, but you consider where this drive started. You probably label it a success.
I do, and I know that without points, it's hard to say that a drive truly was a success. But think of it this way. Changing field position, maybe giving your defense a little bit of a break.
And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
They were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. The Titans at 6-3 on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. 1st and 10 right at the 20. They'll start by running the option to the right. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Hey, 222.
Now Fields. Looking middle, and that's complete. Called a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. It's got to be so tough having the ball in the middle of the field like that, knowing that a linebacker is just waiting to make a big tackle like we just saw.
No doubt about it, because offense coordinators love to call plays to send receivers into the middle of the field. And linebackers, they want to naturally discourage those plays from being called.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Now Fields going to run, and he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field goal range and try to tie up this ball game. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
As Stroud now to throw. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he goes out right around the 39. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's Stroud. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt.
And I'm not sure if he got a little sloppy with his mechanics or just put too much juice on the snap. But either way, this one ends up out of the punter's reach. And now it's up to their defense to bail them out.
11-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Here we go, let's go.
Stroud. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
On the quick, right? 18, okay.
Stroud sets up the play action. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
A loss of 6 brings up 2nd and goal.
And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Stroud over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Chigakakwo as the first half is winding down. And the Titans have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Myers connects on the PAT. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Fields now to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I established the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Yep. Here we go. We're good. 3:19, 11. Go.
Back to throw. Fields throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. And right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion force there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still fourth down.
Don't jump. Ready?
Going for it, it's Mitchell. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So the 14 yards actually takes them from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Fields. Screen play, setting it up for Mitchell. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively. Or it could have gone for more.
To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
Has not been a big game for him throwing the football. I think he feels like, let's try something different. Let's use the legs here and see if we can make some plays.
And no passing touchdowns, yardage not where he would like it. Try something new, it worked there. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap, Fields. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Mitchell is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
You talk about closing in a hurry as a safety and run support. Not only did he get a good run in, he gave him a pretty good pop, too, and finished off the play behind the line of scrimmage.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
18 Cardinals, go!
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And now what we have here, a 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Go.
From the gun, here's Fields. Now he'll tuck this and run to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. They don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
On the quick.
Straight ahead with Hubbard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Tackle there by Nick Cross.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. They'll go play action here with Stroud. Pitch and catch to Moreau to tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 37. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 37-yard line. Stroud off the play fake. Cockrell holds it in left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
A give up the middle, Hubbard. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here we go.
2nd down, another chance for Hubbard. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here?
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done sometimes when you open things up a little bit.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Chigga Cockrell, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Titans have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is up to 5.
14, Texans 9.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. 45 yards now on the ground at just 7 carries.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Fields. And that's dropped. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. It's picked up by the Titans. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
On first down, they'll start out with Hubbard. Works his way forward for about 4 after the midfield strike.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give them 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
All right.
On the handoff, it's Hubbard. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
All right. 18. That's it.
Throwing now is Stroud. They'll set up the screen here for Hubbard. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
Second down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line. On the give, this is Hubbard. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Here we go. Let's go. 18. That's it.
Stroud looks to throw. They'll run the screen with Hubbard. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Chuba Hubbard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Myers connects on the PAT, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they'll have this all the way out to the 50-yard line. Excellent field position.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession. And to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just knocked people down.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Here's Fields. That's another incomplete to Mitchell. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. This is 1st and 10.
Don't jump.
Now it's Fields. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Here comes 2nd down. Fields throwing again. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
With no timeouts left, that's a dangerous proposition. Work in the middle of the field. Fortunately for them, that one fell incomplete.
Here we go.
Here's Fields. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Here we go.
They snap it to Fields. He'll try to do it himself. And Fields going to have the 1st down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact.
That's another Texans first down.
And 1 second remains. They just do spike it in time. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football.